does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Well, I think right now the size of the banks and the the capital levels that we talked about mean that the kind of the banking system, particularly around the larger banks, is very safe.
Very safe, yeah, very safe. It's unbelievable. Very safe. Then why have they been doing robo since September 2019 and hiding it? Why since September 2019, the Federal Reserve, acting like a pawn shop at night, goes to all the banks because they stopped loaning, which again the fake Business News Network never told us about. They stopped loaning to each other. And the Fed had to step in as a pawn shop and buy from them anything they have, from subprime mortgages to auto loans to bonds to desks to lampshades, just like you go into any pawn shop. It's not true. If it was true, then why aren't these banks leading? In fact, we are shorting the banks right now. My members are shorting the banks. And we're doing quite well. And we're especially the regional banks. We got a couple of those banks that we've been shorting. We just started a short. And we have a lot of stocks that we, I always go nuts when I hear people say they got out of a stock and now they're looking for another stock to buy. And in a market like this, are you out of your mind? Why aren't you looking, if you're getting out of that stock and it's going down, just do the opposite and short it. Are you going to go buy a stock, that are 144% overvalued? Yes. The average S&P 500 stock is 144% overvalued. Why do you think that we had so few people on the way back up? Remember, we came down 42%. You had about 75% more people selling short than buying on the way up. You had about 25% of the same people. Because they have they don't feel good. They have no confidence. There's no confidence because they know the stock prices are way overbought. The inflation has been incredible. And when you see stocks going up 42% off our March lows, and only 10 of 500 stocks participated in that rally. If you took out the four FANG stocks, you took out Apple, Microsoft, which again we own all those, doing well. If you took those out, there would have been no stock market. And we had about 5 oil companies that went up. That's it. Out of 500 stocks, you got about 10 stocks. That's called a narrow breath. That's preparing you, telling you in advance, get ready, the next correction is going to be very, very rough. Very rough. Go down 50, 60%. but nobody wants to listen to that. Listen to what they're doing now. It's amazing. Listen to this. This is unbelievable. Typical fake business news network.
I think that our view is we probably have more of a robust recovery, but don't underestimate that there will be a long-term demand.
A robust recovery. Where is it? It's just amazing. You know, they keep, every time the market goes down, 700 points, 500 points, 1,000 points, the fake business news networks continue to place the blame for every correction, no matter what it is, 700, 200, 500, on the virus. Instead of identifying what is behind that sell-off. When the market goes down 700 points, let's find out what's behind it. That's what we do. Let's find out what's behind a 1,000-point sell-off. How about a 500-point sell-off? How about 700 today? What's behind it? You just don't say, oh, it's the virus. You blame the virus? Look for the answer to why the sell-off. And I'm telling you, it's not the virus. That's the trigger. What are you, nuts? It's Wall Street and the CEOs, these gangsters, aren't even thinking about the health of their companies, let alone their customers, let alone our economy. That's why the market's going down. It's going down not because of the virus, because these CEOs, they are in business of making quick profits by slashing wages and benefits, going out and loading up on debt, more stock buybacks, goose the stock price up, walk away with a bundle. That's why we're going down. And that continues to destabilize the underlying economy. And nobody cares. The fake business news network, oh no, they're not going to talk about that. No, they're not going to talk about that. They're going to say how robust the economy is. We're on our way to recovery.
And by the way, for the fundamentalists, Brian, earnings have bottomed and are now starting to improve.
Earnings improve. The second quarter earnings are down 41%. No, it's not the virus. Let me tell you why the market's going down. Because it's the amount of debt that corporations are carrying, minus the cash they have on hand. It's unbelievable. It's the highest level ever as percent of the economy. The debt that these corporations are carrying is the highest level ever. He says, oh, we're in a recovery, this guy? Oh, by the way, it's not the virus. It's the level of corporate debt relative to the size of the economy. It's at the highest level ever. It's not the virus. Not the virus. See, it's the Fed, a bunch of gangsters. They've created incentives that encourage financial engineering, manipulation, stock manipulation, as opposed to the old-fashioned growth from productivity. They don't even talk about productivity anymore. Our debt-ridden nation has not seen a 3% annual growth since 1955. What are you, nuts? It's not the virus. It's the greedy CEOs and their scams. And keep in mind, it's the lack of business investment. These CEOs don't put a penny in business investment anymore. They don't buy one piece of new machinery. They don't spend a nickel on IT, information technology. Business investment is at the lowest ever. And this guy says it looks like the economy's recovering. How do you recover? All I know, I've been on this earth 74 years in this business, 45, 48 years? And every time you have a problem and the market's doing terribly, the first sign of recovery is IT spending. And we have none. I've been around a long time. You always look for the IT spending. There is none. Why? Because CEOs could care less. They don't care about IT spending because they don't care about the company. They don't care about the country. They care about one thing: more stock buybacks. So they, the CEO, their Wall Street partners, the biggest investors, can make a lot of money and walk away. Well, you want to be there when they walk away. You want to take advantage of that when they walk away. When they walk away, we're going to walk away. And how do we know when they're walking away? Because I have the only chart, I believe, I don't know, maybe there's another one out there, that tells you when they're walking away. Just take a look at my chart, JETS, Jets. Just turned red in the last 3 days. Take a look at your chart, see if it's turned red. Guarantee it hasn't. It tells you they're walking away from Jet. We'll be right back after this break. Join my gang free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market? He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart. Color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877- Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
This is a market that does not feel good at all at this point in time.
Doesn't feel good. And then we got other guys who are saying what? They think it's getting better.
I will tell you right now that I've got 84.3% of all stocks in some form of an uptrend.
Oh, really? Then we got another guy who's saying,
I think that our view is we probably have more of a robust recovery.
Yeah, really robust. When we got the biggest scam that's destroying this country, it's called buybacks. Destroyed the economy, totally destroyed the United States economy. I mean, think about it. For 12 years, stocks have gone up without earnings, without profits. Prosperity without profits. And I hope you've been in the market. People that missed this market on the way up, they got to really feel bad. The easiest, the stocks would never come down. Every time it come back a little bit, especially if you were in Netflix. We rode Netflix, Facebook, all it wouldn't come down. You couldn't pull it down. Every time it pulled back a 1%, whoa, everybody come walking back in. And then if the buyers didn't come in, then the Federal Reserve would intervene. They come in, just like what happened with since we came off the March bottom, the March low. They had to intervene. They had no buyers. So they printed $700 billion every month, injected it, gave it to five banks, the biggest banks, to buy stocks. And that's how the market's been going up. How can you not make money? How can you not make money? Why aren't you in the market? But you also got to know now when to get out of the market. And this is the thing that we're working on right now. Because, for example, let's take Intel. If you go to my site, philsgang.com, you got a mobile device, I'll point it out to you. Intel, we bought it. We had a beautiful 13% return. See where it's green? So my members had a 13% return. And see where it turned red? It started to turn red. And so right now, my members are now turned around and doing the opposite. Shorting Intel, they're making money on the way back down. And they got about 4% on the way down. So they had 13 on the way up, 4% on the way down. That's how you make money in the stock market. Now, if you look at one of the airlines, we bought ALK. Okay, ALK, we bought an airline. And this is what you got to do when you got a market that's been rigged. Just follow the money. Look at our ALK. It was beautiful on the way up. Beautiful. And we had, I think on ALK, we had something like a 76% gain on ALK. 76% gain. I don't even want to tell you that because you're not going to believe it. But here it is. Look at it. It's turned green right here. 76% green. Now, the key is it turned red. See where it turned red? That means money's coming out. So ALK right now, we just switched positions, and ALK's got about a 10% gain going the other way. See, that's the point. That's how you make money in the stock market. Anybody can make money in the stock market when it's being rigged to the upside. When the Fed has created incentives that encourage financial engineering, how can you not make money? And you got stock market manipulation. They could give a damn about growth or productivity or our standard of living. I mean, I remember going back years ago. You came into work in the morning and you're looking for those stocks, the undervalued stocks, good management, big thing you look for, productivity. Are they increasing? Are they increasing their sales with very little increase in debt, increase in cost? And you hold on to those stocks. You buy them and hold. But see, buy and hold is gone forever. Anybody thinks they're going to buy and hold the stock, are you nuts? It doesn't work. You have to take up a shorting position. Because if you invest, like I said the other day, in the S&P, when it's at its low, in the year 2000, $1,000, now remember, this thing's gone up over 400%. You only made $10. You only made $10. So how could that be? Because you're not taking consideration from the low to the high, because companies are going up their stock price not based on they have good economic growth. They're making good profits, good earnings, good margins. No, you used to be rewarded. You were rewarded when your company had good margins. Everybody looks for good margins. No more. To buy and hold is nuts. But to buy, and I say the easiest thing is buying, as they say, when the market's rigged. But the key is, when do I get out? See, and there's the problem, because see, one morning you're going to wake up and you're going to see this scam just blow wide open. This destroyed, remember, stock buybacks have destroyed our economy, destroyed our middle class. And everything's been connected to the Fed zero rate policy. Zero rates have created, remember, an environment in which corporate CEOs, these gangsters, no longer look for ways to grow their business. Think about that. I don't care if it's Ford, I don't care if it's GM. They get up in the morning, they don't think about growing their business, how to expand their operations. They don't think anymore. Starbucks, they see how to get up in the morning. He doesn't think about expanding his market area, his market share. He doesn't care about hiring more people. You don't have to. Because he can get very, very wealthy with his company not making any profits. All he has to do is go in the morning, get a CEO, say, look, I want you to go in, take some cash, and buy down our stock. So instead of 10 million shares that's outstanding, bring it down to 8 million shares. So when the earnings come out, that stock will skyrocket, which otherwise the stock would have went down. So the important thing for you to do, and I teach my members all the time, is, look, we all can make money on the way up. That's easy. The key is, when do I get out and make money on the way down? And that's what we're really focusing on right now. All of our stocks that we are in, that we did beautifully. I mean, we had a beautiful like Schlumberger. Schlumberger, we had a profit of about, I think it was 22%. Now we're turning around and trying to make money with it on the way back down. That's the key right there. That's the key. Join my gang free for 10 days. Be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow. But we are right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative, he's just a grumpy old man? And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded charts. See you on the charts.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang give platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market? He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart, color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, the market, since 2008, had an incredible rally because it was financially engineered, because there was a big intervention called quantitative easing, printing of money. And when that money was printed, they did two things. We're buying, back then, $85 billion a month in bonds, so to keep interest rates low. Keep interest rates low because they're hoping they could sell houses and so forth, cars, all that sort of stuff. The whole idea, keeping interest rates low. This since 2008, they've been doing this. That's called quantitative easing. That destroys your economy. When you keep rates too low for too long, it destroys your economy, and that's what's happened. But it didn't destroy the stock market in the sense of the market just wants to go up. So if I could just get you to understand 75% of the time the market goes up, you don't really need me for that. As long as they keep on doing stock buybacks, and they will, and they keep interfering in the market, and they keep printing money and injecting it into stocks to push the market, you don't need me. But here's what you need me for. Just like when I said in January 16th, 2019, I said the market was going to crash. I gave you the time, and I nailed it. I nailed it. It was, and I mean, I couldn't have done any better than that. I mean, that's when we had that 20% correction. Now I knew it was going to crash because again we have too much debt. We don't have any earnings, and the biggest problem is when the market keeps going up, and you reach a point where it gets exhausted, like now, where you don't have a lot of buyers. You have more sellers than buyers, but yet they push it up. That's called a narrow breath. That means there's not enough stocks participating. And when you have stocks going up, which otherwise would be going down, and you have few stocks participating, don't have enough, that's sending you a signal that the crash is going to be huge. The next one to come in, even if it's just a correction. And that's what we're getting right now. We're getting a big signal on that. See, that's where you need me. You need me to understand how, when, let's say, for example, in Schlumberger, when we bought Schlumberger, and you can see where it turned green on my chart, and we had a nice 35% gain. Now, again, that doesn't mean anything. Anybody would have had a 35% gain. Because you just get in the market, they just go up. But here's where you need me for. We identified for our members when to get out, so they put the 35% gain in their pocket. But even better than that, if you can see it, if you go to my site, philsgang.com, and if you have a mobile device, you see where it turned red right here? See, that's where you need me. Because once my chart turns red for a reason, it's telling you the institutions are pulling out. They're pulling their money out. In fact, we have another color that even gives us a heads up even earlier. Okay, and what it is we have what we call a little light comes on. It's yellow, so it gives you a heads up even earlier that there's going to be a change in direction. Now let's think about that. With my charts, it tells you it's going up, and then it can turn yellow, giving you a heads up. We're going to get a correction. It's going to go the other way. But it gives you a warning in advance by turning yellow. And see right here on this chart, Schlumberger, then it turned red. See it? Went from green to yellow to red. That's where you need me. Learn how to use this chart. Get your family to learn how to use the chart. Get your kids to learn how to use the chart. Because the days of buying a stock are over where there's any kind of fundamentals. Those days are gone. They're never going to bring it back. You're never going to get, you'll never bring the stock market back to like it was in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. It's over. Because now you got the Federal Reserve. They're going to make sure they're always doing the financial engineering. Now think what they do. Think what they do. Wall Street CEOs are gangsters. They're gangsters. They're in the business of making quick profits. They slash wages any place they can. They cut your benefits, no more pensions. They load up on debt. They could care less about the company. They load up on debt so they can use that money to buy more shares to goose their stock price up. And then they make a fortune on that stock price because they're tied to the stock price. They're not tied to performance. Imagine that. All you got, your CEO sitting there, you call your CFO and tell him, look, buy 2 million shares. The stock goes up $10. You made another $1.5 million before the weekend starts. But here's what the fake business news networks never tell us about. That's why I can't stand these people. Phonies. The lapdogs of Wall Street CEOs. It's amazing. They help mask looting. Yes, looting. They've been looting since 2008. Now, you know about QE. We talk about that all the time. Stock buybacks. How CEOs increase the stock prices while increasing in profits, called profits without prosperity. But there's also other looting that they do, and nobody reports it. What CEOs have been doing to enrich themselves, their Wall Street partners, their largest shareholders, they've been screwing retirement people. CEOs loot the retirement savings of elderly public employees. They do that so they can boost stock prices up. Listen to what I'm saying, but you'll never see fake Business News Network reporting this. CEOs, other than the QE, you understand, they loot retirement savings of elderly public employees. Then they use that money for stock buybacks. Can you imagine? To artificially inflate the company's stock price. So the CEO, again, he's tied to the stock price, not tied to performance. So he skims off his big bonus as that stock price goes up. But how did he get to go up? He stole, and it's all legal. How can it be legal, you say? Because these CEOs make so much money, they own Congress. They own Congress. Congress passed any law for them. Even worse than that. Here's some more looting. And you'll never see the fake Business News Network to report on it. There's a lot of money, okay, that's coming in from these badly unfunded pension funds. And remember, these pension funds, retirees depend on it for their survival. But these pension fund managers are now gangsters. They're under pressure to get a 7.5% return. You know what they do? They buy debt mutual funds. Debt mutual. He said, boy, I'm going to get one of those 7.5% return. What are you, nuts? When you can buy a stock when it turns green and know when it turns red to turn around and sell it short. All right, you want to go get a debt mutual fund? Here's what these companies, what they do, the mutual fund. They go in, they borrow all this money free from the Fed, and they go into companies that are in real trouble and companies that need cash on their balance sheet. Matter of fact, that's what the Fed's doing right now, openly. So the debt mutual funds, you buy one of those, high risk, and they go in and they take these companies, they're in real trouble, real leverage, and they buy their whatever garbage they have for cash, and they give them the cash. These are high risk. So they're looting people who are in pensions using these debt mutual funds. These people, these pension managers, can you imagine, are buying this kind of a product? Are you kidding? And he does it and then when he does this, he puts the money, one of these debt mutual funds, right? They go buy the garbage, the treasuries, the bonds, whatever from the company. Now the company has cash. The CEO, what does he do? He goes in and he starts doing stock buybacks, moving the price up of that company again. He puts that money in his pocket. You need to know when to get out. Anybody can get in. Join my gang free for 10 days. Check it out. Free for 10 days. Just help St. Jude. That's all.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
and we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market. He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart. Color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart, and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market. He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart. Color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart, and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So again, to move, they will do anything to move stocks up. So you don't need me. I mean, stocks just go up. So the CEOs are out there looting every day the retirement savings of elderly public employees, stealing from them so they can get a skim of big bonus. I mean, it's just amazing, isn't it? And then they're looting from these pension funds that the managers go out and buy debt mutual funds, which are high risk. So they're looting these people. But you need to know when to get out. And that's the key. That's the real key. And if you look at, for example, Schlumberger, just to give you an example. And I never want you to buy a stock because I'm like Schlumberger. We were up 35%. When my gang members made 35% on it. But I don't want you being a member because I said that. Because I can't guarantee you're going to make 35% again. And I even hate saying how much we make on the way up. I'm more proud of when I say, you know, right now in Schlumberger, we have a 13% gain on the way down. That makes me feel good because I know my members, for the first time now, before when they got out of a stock like Schlumberger and they're up 35%, they immediately looked around for another stock to get into because they never would stay in, reverse their position, and short it because they've taken parking space in your head for 100 years in the stock market. Don't short, it's dangerous, which is a bold-faced lie. Bold-faced lie. So now, when my members, they buy at a Schlumberger and went up 35%, that doesn't excite me. Because remember what they're doing out there every day. They're financially engineering the stock market to go up. So that's pretty easy. But how about when it comes down? Nobody's telling you, okay, now let's go in and let's sell short Schlumberger. Here's another one. Here's another one, Netflix. We've done terrific with Netflix. Same thing. But if I tell you Netflix, we're up 27% on Netflix, but I don't want you to be a gang member because I said that. I don't know if I can go up that again. I don't know if I can get that kind of gain again. I don't know. But all I do know is Wall Street's going to do anything they can to push the market back up. The market goes up 75% of the time. I think it's even more than that now, about 80% of the time. But when this market starts going down, the market goes down 10 times faster than it goes up. You want to be on this side of the market. You want to own both sides of the market. And again, like I say, so right now, Netflix, we just started on that one. Netflix, we got about, what, a 2%, I think one day, 2% gain, something like that. We just started with that one. But we just started with it. Isn't it nice? We got out and then started. ALK, that's another one. Airline. ALK, look, I got it on my chart. If you got a mobile device, look at this. Beautiful. Turned green, went up. ALK, my members got I don't even like saying this, a 76% return because we bought it when nobody wanted it and it started to turn green. But I'm not proud of that. And please don't join the gang because we made 76% on ALK. But join the gang because now it's on its way back down. Join the gang on the fact that I'm trying to convince you. But if you join the gang for 10 days free, you'll convince yourself. You don't need me to sell you. What a wonderful feeling it is. You're ready to get out of the stock because you sense it's going to go down. And if you really think it's going to go down, why would you not stay in it and turn your position so you're making money on the way down? This is what we train for every day, to make sure that you're always going to catch these moves on the way down. It opens up a whole new market to you. You don't have to call your broker anymore and say, what are you going to do? What's he going to tell you? That's another thing. When people call their brokers, what should I do? What should I do? What's he going to tell you? He's not going to tell you, I want you to switch your position in short. Has he ever told you that? No. He's trying to get you to buy another stock, or he's trying to get you to cost average down. That's even worse. He should be in jail. Anybody who's telling you to cost average down, they should be in jail. If you buy a stock at $47 and it's now down to $40 and they tell you to cost average down, buy more of it, what are you, nuts? You don't buy more of it on its way down. That's a trick. They've been doing this for 100 years to keep you in the market, to make you feel good, to hold your hand. Buy on the way down. So if you bought a car for $50,000, you draw it out and it's a lemon. And would you go buy another one? If you call I'm bringing it back in, I want to buy another one. I'm going to give you a discount. Oh, I got a discount? Go buy. No, of course you wouldn't. But in stocks, they do. I've never seen, just like 401k mutual funds. Mutual funds is the only product in this country that people buy. They don't know the value of it. They don't know the cost of it. They don't know what the commissions are. They don't even know what the value of the stupid thing is. But they buy a 401k. They get into a 401k. Which they still don't understand, that the owner of the company and the mutual fund product provider, they're partners. And they make sure whatever mutual fund you get in, when you're ready setting up your mutual fund plan, your 401k, and you got to have a mutual fund, they make sure together, they screw you and make sure that you get in the worst performing one, and that's how they get big commissions. And they split it between you, the person that's ahead of the deal for the company and you. It's just amazing. The one thing about the stock market, it's a garbage pit. It's a cesspool. It's a cesspool. But you know how to put the cover on. You know how to hold your nose. You can make a lot of money in this cesspool. You can make a lot of money in a cesspool. But you keep on getting out of the market. Every time your stock's going up a little bit and starts pulling back, you get out. You get out. You get scared. And I understand that. But with my chart, you're going to know when to get out. And every day we post our at 2 o'clock, we'll post our member portfolio, and we have a video on each one telling you exactly what to do, when to buy, when to add, when to take profits, when to run like hell, or when to sell short. When to sell short. I mean, every day you can go at 2 o'clock we post, and let's say you're following Schlumberger, or you're following GLD, gold, or you're following Ford. Isn't it nice that you can go to a site, tells you exactly what to do, that you have a team of professionals who post and give you instructions that tell you exactly what to do. You go home from work, and maybe he says, okay, add to your position. So you know the next morning or that day you go in and go on your online broker, add to it. You know exactly what to do. But better is when they tell you, we don't want you to add. We want you to take profits. Don't get out totally. We want you to take profits. Has anybody ever said that to you before? Okay, it's pulling back. We want you now to take some profits. Don't get out totally, but do not add to it. Do not add to it. She pulls back some more. Now we tell you, okay, now's the time to get back in. Add what you took off, double it. Add. Get in. You got a coach every minute telling you what to do. And you don't need 10, 20, 30 stocks. You just need a handful of stocks, 5 stocks. And you can follow my 5 stocks. It's called Phil's 5 stocks. And it's 5 stocks that in everybody's portfolio. Everybody's portfolio. Caterpillar, Intel, Goldman Sachs, Schlumberger, AT&T. Those are our 5 stocks. It's called Phil's 5 stocks. We're in those all the time. So we're either buying them on the way up or we're selling them on the way down. We have a lot of members around this country. That's what they follow, those 5. Or they'll follow the spiders plus the 5. And some just follow the spiders. You got the 5 basket of the 500 best companies in the world. And we'll tell you when to buy and when to sell and when to go short. So look, we're now at a point here where the stock market is consolidating. It's telling you this market is going to correct. For 10 days, try it. It's free. For 10 days, follow me, and you'll see it works. It works. Look, the Federal Reserve has printed $9 trillion to push the stock market up where it is today since 2008. And there's no productivity. Stocks have gone up without producing anything. Can you imagine? And wage increases, where they've gone up 2.5%, adjusted for inflation, you're not making any more than you made in the 70s. The stock market's a wonderful place if you know when to get out. And better yet, you know how to make money when it goes down. And we can't make it any easier for you. We do a video on your stock every day and post it for you. And we have a class from 9:30 to 11 o'clock every day. And it's archived if you can't make it. All right, have a great weekend. See you on the chart. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Go to where it says Get Started. Free for 10 days.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.